What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode, and yet again we have a few of the same major cryptocurrencies to talk about: XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now we are going to be pretty much completing today's video discussing and going over the XRP sideways movement here that may be forming some sort of fractal, maybe on the 4-hour or hourly, which we're going to look at, and hopefully you guys can see it here. This is starting to give looks, just from a quick glance, as maybe some sort of downtrend and some sort of uptrend. I don't know if you're seeing that, but we're gonna go over that in a minute. But also XRP, which is trading stagnant. We have Bitcoin doing the same exact thing, and the S&P 500, which is also trading stagnant for the most part here, which is kind of annoying. It's been quite a long time in this downtrend on most of these cryptocurrencies, and pretty much flatlined out on everything else. But ideally, we are waiting for that break to happen, and that's part of playing it safe and playing it conservative, as we don't want to buy in and then see the markets do the exact opposite as what we were planning for, and we end up losing a ton of money. So the goal here is to find that breakout, find that breakdown, figure out when that opportunity of buying is, and go from there. Now, we do have Ethereum pulled up here. I haven't yet looked at like its hourly or 4-hour. Maybe we can tweak the charts ever so slightly to kind of go along with what we're seeing on Ethereum here. I don't know. Maybe there's something here. Like if I like pull this down, pull that up, I don't know. We're starting to see another downtrend now. You can see like something along the lines of this is now forming with an uptrend, maybe like this. I don't know. There's definitely some other new peculiar things forming here that we're going to have to go over and kind of look at a little bit more in depth here. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, first and foremost, you can see we've pretty much just been patiently waiting day after day, and I can tell you guys are getting bored by the view count here, but we've been patiently waiting for some sort of movement to take place across these cryptocurrencies. We saw the major dump, the sweep to the downside here, which was kind of unexpected. We were anticipating some sort of breakout, whether that was to the upside or to the downside. It was more so we thought that this kind of bull flag formation would pull us up. You know, we'd break up from here, which is unfortunately not what happened, but we did fall back down to a pretty solid support, which I'll explain more in a second with you. But ever since then, we've pretty much just been flatlined out sideways, which is extremely boring if you ask me. Now, moving forward from the cryptocurrency movements here and the way things have been kind of trading sideways here, you can see on the current coin market cap, yet again, confirming that we are pretty much flatlined out, trading at 1.05 trillion, 0.25% down here. You could see everything is just flat. Like, look at this. We've been flat. We saw a little bit of movement in here, some bear trap, bull trap movement. Now we're back flatlined out right on the pattern we started with here. And this pretty much takes over most of the major cryptos. It's not really anything that says, okay, this is it, time to be buying in, big movements are coming. No, we've just been floating for, quite a long time here. Could we continue to extend this trend here? It's possible. I'm not really seeing it. Maybe. I don't know. But regardless, we are still in some sort of movement here. Maybe we could pull this lower. I don't even know if I would consider this to be accurate here. I don't even think it's necessary, but there is definitely some sort of fractal forming here in this short-term area that I'm kind of going to go over with you today, or we're going to try to figure out what exactly that is. But ever since we broke down from this kind of descending fractal here, you can see we broke down right here. We fell to this blue uptrend here that we've been using for quite some time now. You can see the uptrend has been hitting support. Here we're doing the same thing. So pretty much every time we're at this blue level, we've been consolidating. We don't actually break through the support level here, which is a really good sign. Typically, when we hit that, we were nearing oversold. I mean, you can see we were pretty low here the first time we developed it. Second time, we were near oversold. You can see right here. The third time, we were getting real close to oversold. Here we are definitely oversold, flatlined out. So I think we are at a low point. We're kind of waiting for the stock market and the rest of cryptos to kind of peak upwards, and then we could see some movement within XRP. But while we hold this, if I was a betting man, I would suspect a movement back up to moving average here. And if I jump to maybe the 4-hour, we can start to see some sort of pattern that I want to look for, some sort of identifiable movement here. Now, I don't think this scales out any further, but there's definitely some sort of trend line pattern. I don't know how we want to draw this here. Could it be like that? Could it be like this? I don't know for sure. Maybe something along the lines of this is what we're dealing with here. And we are looking at this kind of indicator, like there is a new pattern that is forming itself here, either symmetrical triangle or not. There is this consolidation where we are creating lower highs. Like each time we head up, it's lower than the last. And there is pretty much some sort of floor here that we've been using pretty solidly, actually. So I guess we have to just keep our eyes peeled on this kind of movement here, and maybe we could get a good breach and reverse up to moving average, which I'd like to see happen here on the 4-hour and even the daily charts. I just think we're due for a reversal now. We've consolidated. We've found support. We've been holding out very nicely here, waiting for an opportunity to buy back in. And ideally, when we do, we should see a big swing upwards. That's truly what I think is going to be coming on XRP and a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. Now, obviously, I take advantage of all my trades, and we take advantage of the market on BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, everything you'd want or need in an exchange BidFi offers, including XRP trading. So not only Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano and all these major cryptocurrencies, they offer XRP as well as all these altcoins too, which is really freaking cool if you ask me. Now, the trade we're pretty much eyeing on is the XRP movement here, which is getting close. I mean, I know I've been saying it. We have been consolidating, and it is getting fairly obnoxious. I'll definitely say that. It is quite obnoxious the way we've been kind of panning outwards here, but you can see there's definitely some sort of downtrend that we're hitting, and there's definitely some sort of like uptrend as well, however we want to draw that. I don't know if it's like this, maybe we move it up and it's something like this, but without a doubt, there's definitely something going on here where we are scaling this, and ideally we're looking for this to break at some point, and then we can go in for a long or short position here, intertwined with the 25-day and 7-day moving averages here, but we are for the most part undervalued. That can open up these long and short opportunities and to take advantage of that. Now, when we do see the spike, if you don't want to actually buy with real crypto, you can use the Monopoly Money account, because they give you $100,000 in Monopoly Money to test your skills completely free. So that means you can test how you trade. You can test my trades and not risk anything. So you can sign up down in the description below completely free. And then you can also, number 2, is use a demo account and trade around risk-free to practice your skills. And then when you're ready, you can use raw crypto. And when you do decide to do that, click on Welcome Rewards after you sign up to earn up to $2,888 completely free, which is really cool. So make sure to check that out down in the description below. But moving forward from XRP, which has taken some sort of consolidative measures here, we're seeing that kind of similar pattern happening on Ethereum as well. Now, it's hard to track this, and again, trading on the 4-hour and hourly charts is extremely aggressive and extremely unreliable, and something as tiny as this is kind of pretty much at the same point here. We may see a break. I don't know. It is the weekend here, but likely I'd like to see a movement finally back up to here. We've been just, consolidating for the longest time now, literally for days. We can go back all the way to the 23rd. It's now the 26th. We've just been consolidating over and over and over and over again. So hopefully this break comes soon, and we can see that reversal to the upside here. Same thing with Bitcoin. Also just trading sideways here. We saw a big flare, but for the most part, after falling fairly hard, you can see we've fallen into a support level, and then since then, we've kind of just been teeter-tottering inside a support and resistance for the longest time here, seeing big flares inside of it, but ideally in it nonetheless. We are looking for that swing to the upside. That's truly what I'm waiting for, is a reversal to the upside here. You can see kind of this ascending fractal. I'd likely expect us to bounce up to here. That's what I hope to see happen. We're still oversold on the daily, so I'd much rather be buying in here than buying in here where we're overbought, when we could be buying in when we're extremely oversold. That's my 2 cents here, but I'd likely think we are due to see a reversal, but I think it all depends on the S&P. As we've said before, and I'll say it again, the S&P is pretty much the main focus here. This major drop has caused the major cryptos to follow suit. We've been on this kind of downtrend for the longest time. We've expected and anticipated this downtrend for the longest time because it's healthy, it's necessary. We've been doing this consistently since we found bottom. So since the bottom, we've had these big flares in price, and there's a good, this next one that we're having right now is necessary for the health and longevity for us to head up higher here. And I suspect us to fall about 7 to 9%, which is, we're currently down at most 5.6. I think bottom is 7.4, somewhere in between the moving averages, if not as low as 9, which should be this support. And like I've said before, the best reversal would be here. Second best is here. Third best is here. Now, I don't know which one of those is going to happen, but I'd likely think it's somewhere inside of this. We're probably going to retest the white band, honestly, get involved in this, and then pop off. And and we'll head much higher up, retesting, the all-time highs yet again. But it's just a waiting game at this point. When that does, crypto will pull with it. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.